Alright, now guys, figured I would get this video out early because I have time. I did trade today. As you can see, this little trade right here was 5 contracts, I believe. Yeah, 5 contracts, big ol' loss. So let's go ahead and go over what I did to enter. Main entry right off the bat was, we had a 1 hour order block in here, but it reached past CE, so we automatically weren't respecting it. The 1 hour was switching structure, so I switched over to the 4 hour and found a huge wick. You can see it right over here. It was our only chance really for an entry of any kind, was this big ol' wick. And so it was the only thing that I could see that would make any kind of valuable entry. The regular trading hours opening range gap was horrible. We can go ahead and get rid of that. And this new week opening gap was completely irrelevant. One thing that we can show on here though was we had CE was respected beautifully twice, right here and right here. But ideally what I was looking for was this low was made. I didn't get a proper entry because we didn't get a return down to order block. We get this return down. Then we move down, we make a new low near this old low. And I was like, oh, okay, well, we have a market structure shift and we're retracing into this order block right here. And so I entered only to get stopped out right below this low. The reason this wasn't a good entry is I should have waited for this low to get taken out. I want to see new lows get taken out unless NASDAQ is for some reason the leading index. In this case, it wasn't. S&P was significantly ahead. If you look over here, that was S&P and this was NASDAQ. The S&P took off to the upside, and then of course we trailed to the downside with NASDAQ here, but we were making much higher highs, generally speaking, on ES. Just seeing much more vertical movement to the upside. So I should have waited for a new low to get made before I made a decision on an entry. And the only valuable entry that we had that could have happened was this right here with a return down to this order block, this being our 50% of the wick. We never got that. And I was looking at this in here, but we never got this return down to an order block. And overall, this was like super fuzzy price action. I talked about this at one point last week, but it's just a bunch of wicks. These bodies don't look super nice. All this movement, like the good move we had was right here, but all this movement is super fuzzy, kind of just, or in general, it's all super fuzzy in here. And it gets even fuzzier once we get outside price action, outside of AM. It just maintains pretty fuzzy. So today wasn't really anything that great. Yeah, lost like $140, so not that concerned. It wasn't really I shouldn't have taken that trade. That trade was a bad trade. I was distracted. I was trying to text while looking at the charts, so that was a bad idea. But I definitely should have waited for this low to get taken out. Whatever. It's not a huge deal. I'm not like gonna like blow up over it or anything. Not super mad. But also one thing that I want you guys to look at is, sorry, my brother's coughing in the background. I put out all my indicators on WAP. So as you guys see the indicators here, you guys can buy all 4 of them. The only one I'm not selling is this one. It's ICT kill zone. It's somebody else's. You guys can use it. I just use it because it's ICT kill zones and pivots or TFO. I just use it for these. I want opening prices for 8:30 and midnight. That's literally the only thing I use it for. I used to use it for timestamps and whatnot, but it was pretty useless. So yeah, that's it. But that's it for me today. Nothing really all that special. Today was pretty shit. And today being so shit, I typically like trading Mondays, and the fact that it was so bad makes me think that perhaps tomorrow will also be bad. So we may not trade this first half of this week really at all, for that matter. But I will come and look for AM session tomorrow morning. Hopefully that's a little bit better. We do have some minor news tomorrow, so I can hope for the best there. But other than that, excuse me. Other than that, yeah, go check out my indicators on WAP if you were interested. Other than that, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you all in the next one. Stay safe. Thanks.